So you're probably asking yourself, out of all the thousands and hundreds of lines that you see on a sports book, like there's so many different scenarios that you can bet on in a game. What's the best way to find value on a pick, right? So that's a complicated question, but this is the first thing you got to do. You have to look at the odds, okay? Regardless of what you think, there's a team that you think is going to win, you have to look at the odds. There's some odds that are just way too high to lay, right? If there's a minus 200 odds, it might be more beneficial to you in your bankroll to bet that in a parlay rather than as an individual bet. You know why? Because even though you think that bets are guaranteed and there's probably a very strong chance that it's going to hit because it's at minus 200 odds, the problem is if that bet misses, it's going to take out a significant chunk out of your bankroll. I need you to start thinking about just the money that you can potentially make. I need you to stop thinking about the confidence that you have in that specific pick. Now, if it's a guaranteed pick, if it's a lock for you, by all means, take the pick. But sometimes we need to start looking at the bets from the standpoint of how much money am I coming out of when I take this bet. So that's why sometimes I look for minus 110 odds bets, minus 120, minus 130. Sometimes I don't even take bets over 160, 175, depending on the sport. Every sport's a little bit different. In baseball, you're going to have to sometimes lay 175 odds. In basketball, you can get away with minus 110 odds, right? But the thing is, you need to ask yourself, how much money am I risking in comparison to how much money I'm winning? Let's just say, take a bet at minus 500 odds and it's a guaranteed winner. You might hit 5 of those in a row and that's good money for you. But that one time you lose, guess what happens? It wipes out everything that you made on the 5 winners and that you're back at square one. So that's why it's so important that when you're taking bets, you don't just solely look at the winner and the loser. You don't just think about the outcome of the game, but you look at the odds and you try to find value in the pick, or you try to align yourself or look for a pick that gives you better odds. So this way you're not laying so much money just in case you do lose.